Hey guys, thank you so much for joining me for today's video reflection. Before I begin, I just want to give a big shout out to my friends Cindy and David Sutton. Today I got this amazing hat. It says 12, go make more. If you've been watching me long enough, you know my heart for evangelization. You know how much I love to teach people about the truth of the gospel. And I just absolutely love this hat. Likewise, I have to just say how grateful I am for this amazing new Bible study mug, Lectio Divina. Of course, that is the pulse of what this video reflection is all about. On the back of it is the St. Thomas prayer before study. So I am just so grateful. If you are watching, Cindy and David, thank you so much for the amazing gifts. Huge fan of this. And it's so timely for today's video reflection overall. So thanks for joining me. Yesterday's first reading, we heard David's final words, almost like a farewell and the passing of the royal throne to his son Solomon. And he also kind of gave that farewell with a set of instructions. Well, today's first reading from Sirach almost reads like David's obituary or his eulogy. We see that David is praised for his courage against Goliath. We see his praise for his worship and for the covenant God made with him. A few verses really stood out to me. David called upon the Most High God for strength. Another one is, with his every deed, he offered thanks to God Most High in words of praise. And finally, with his whole being, he loved his Maker and daily had his praise sung. It's a beautiful legacy, and yet we know David was far from perfect. And rarely does anyone's obituary ever mention their failures. Rarely do they end with a negative legacy. Instead, today's reading ends by telling us that the Lord forgave David of his sins and exalted his strength forever. Before we even arrive at today's gospel, I was stopped in my tracks by the Alleluia verse, and it comes from Luke. Blessed are they who have kept the word with a generous heart and yield a harvest through perseverance. You see, that verse gives us a powerful image, not only of David and his son Solomon, but of the saints and especially the martyrs. Though slain for their faith, their legacy lives on far beyond an obituary or even a eulogy. Today's gospel shows us just how haunting the death of a martyr can be. We hear the tragic account of John the Baptist's beheading. This was something ordered by King Herod, fueled by fear, pride, and pressure. As Jesus' fame had spread, it had reached King Herod, and he believed that Jesus was John the Baptist raised from the dead. What this gospel and the lives of the martyrs ultimately reveal is this: there is a cost to truth. John's faithfulness to God's word cost him his life. Not every faithful servant of the Most High receives the ending David did, dying of old age, honored and remembered well. Many of Jesus' disciples would die for the sake of the gospel. And that reality forces us to confront a hard question. Are we willing to count the cost of truth? For most of us, that cost may not be death in the morbid sense, but it will require dying to ourselves. It will require carrying our crosses. The cost of truth may cost us our reputation, our popularity, our comfort, our power. So the real question isn't if it will cost us. The question is this: when our story is told, what will we be remembered for? Our comfort or our faithfulness?